Sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I see that. All right, that was cool. Anyhow, I'm going to obviously give this mic up. I'm not going to talk too long, but if a phone call comes through again, I'll just count that as me being done. But again, my name's Brandon Fellows. My lips are absolutely frozen. This is not normally how I talk. I don't know if you can notice, but I was in jail, 12 different jails and prisons for about 1,075 days, as well as in here. I got some good friends in here. I'm excited to get out of here today, hopefully. I'm really hoping for it. Sounds like we got some good news that keeps coming. So good to have Trump as our president again. Yeah. So good. We got a lot of band-aids to fix, so the Biden administration has done a lot of damage to this country, and not just this country, but the world. And, I think Trump's the right man for it, but, I'm hoping that the other politicians aren't going to be corrupted along the way and try to slow him down as some of them did early on last time he was running. But, I got to say what they did to us is completely wrong. I'm glad Trump, despite, if you heard earlier today, he said they said I shouldn't talk about it. He talked about it. That's exactly the kind of guy that we need in power. So it's really great. He's talking about the January 6th committee deleted evidence. Why are you deleting evidence? What are you guys trying to hide? I want a new January 6th select committee to come out and show us exactly what happened, why it happened. And I think a lot of people, this narrative that they originally crafted, not only has it crumbled while they were in power, but just imagine how much more it's going to crumble when we actually get to the bottom of it. That's right. Well, I'm hoping there'll be more justice besides this. It's unfortunate though, because, people like me, we had our lives taken from us for that long. There's family members that I will I'll never see again. There's just, you can't get that time back, but I feel for people that unfortunately, they can't feel the relief that I'm feeling today. And I'm hoping there'll be justice for that. I'm hoping there'll be justice for the people that lost their lives that day. Including, of course, Ashley Babbitt. So, it's really messed up what's happened in this whole thing, the way that they treated us. As I was mentioning, I got kicked out of this facility in 2022. I was allowed back about a year later, but I was kicked out stemming from some videos that I snuck out showing our unconstitutional and abusive conditions that we were in. They treated dogs in kennels better than a lot of us in there. So it's just, between not getting showers for up to 9 days, not getting fruit, us getting scurvy in there. You should have seen these people. I remember, I'll tell a quick story real quick about one of the most intense things that I saw, unless the phone call comes in. I believe it was Veterans Day. There's a man named Dan Caldwell, as a Marine, and they were freaking out about the mask, always telling people to pull it above their nose. They actually pepper sprayed this man outside and inside his cell for not having his mask up. And the man inside, downstairs, the vents are connected. He ended up nearly suffocating, passing out. They had to drag him out of the floor. And I look in his eyes, and something happened with him. I think he hit his head or something on the way down. And, just incident after incident happened after that. He got a neck injury. The head nurse in this place started yanking on his neck, screaming at him to get up after he fell and hit his neck. Then his ankle, his calf snapped, and they left it. It was a giant ball right here. You know what they did? They put a boot over it and had him just hobble around. I'll give another example. Andrew Taki, broken finger. They didn't do anything. It's bent this way. Same with Chris Worrell. I know people can have their thoughts about whoever they want to have, but, the way that they were treated us, regardless of who you are, and the way that they also treat not just January 6th defendants, but a lot of the other inmates, is absolutely atrocious. And I'm hoping we can get some motivation and, keep giving a voice in the ear of the people that need to hear of how we can fix stuff like this. So I think this vigil we've seen, as I shared, when we were in there, we were in solitary, some of the people here and on the live streams, our supporters out there would call and get us out of solitary. They would help our conditions, and stuff like that shows that we can get changed. I pointed over to Tom Jeffries, who helped us, Jan Sixers and others at Northern Neck Regional Jail, Virginia, and he helped us get out of there. It was amazing just seeing that in action, and so it can work. And so I just want to say thank you guys for all your support out here. Lots of fan mail while we were in there kept our spirits up. Your prayers obviously have helped. I'm worried about the people that are going to get out, though. Let me just say, I'm worried. We've already had some suicides. Some people are leaving. They're not going to be as young as me. Some of these guys are going to be older. They're like 80. Some of them are 80. Some of them are 70. Some of them will not have a family. Some of them have left. Some of them don't have houses. So, you know, I just want to say, you know, emotionally at the very least, look out for these people if you can. Write them, give them some support, because a lot of them are going to come back, and it's going to be shocking. When I got out and I went to my hometown, I went to my favorite family members' houses that are no longer alive, and it really hurt me. And all the changes that happened, realizing all the time I've lost because of this ridiculous stuff. All, by the way, for the Supreme Court to overturn my only felony, and they still have forced me to live here in D.C. ever since May 20th. So I want to thank the people for me, you know, that have been supportive to me since I've been out and while inside. And I just want to say, sorry, I am literally freezing. That's what's going through my mind. I am so cold, but it's so cold, but it's worth it. So I'm going to end it here, and I just want to say, oh, thank you. So thank you guys for your support. Please keep in mind of the people that are going to be coming out. It's going to be a little rough. You know, it's going to be tough for them to pick up on, and, you know, just have them in your minds and prayers and help where you can. Thank you.